Okay, Hades Mega here. So it's the next day after I went shopping for more fittings. So like I said, we were gonna try to make 90-degree fittings, and I found the problem. We can't. The smaller barb fittings are you need to have like a 1/8. Yeah, I think it's 1/8 NPT is what they call it. And this is a 1/4 NPT, so threads are much bigger, so they don't make small fittings for it. This one is like an exception right here. This one I was able to get somehow. But anyway, what I got are these adapters. So what they do is it's a 90-degree adapter elbow, and you basically we're just gonna screw these in here. And I managed to get this at Granger after I went to Royal Brass yesterday. I went to Granger, and so I think all of these are about $3 each. Yeah, so these were $3 each. I bought two. I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but and I bought a 90-degree 1/4 inch fitting. So what I may do is for the vent, the exit side, we'll use this one. And we'll take this one off, and then we'll use this elbow, and then I'll have some extra stuff left over. So I mean, kinda I'm like in the hole now. I'm like almost $30 on this guy. I could have probably just bought like already made Catchcan for that much already. So yeah. So anyway, I don't think it's necessary to have that kind of stuff on it. It's not necessary to have the elbows on it, but it makes it neater, you know, and like you don't want a lot of stuff sticking out of the bike because it'll break if you fall down. And it's a device that you're making so when the bike does fall down, you know, because it will fall down, type of thing. You don't want it breaking. So yeah. So anyway, I will go put this together, and then I'll show you what I got, and we'll see if it works. I'm still kind of working on the bracket system. I think we may go with the I might try the aluminum bracket. So if you remember correctly. Okay, so if you remember correctly, we had this wrapped around the unit, and then and then we had it clamped around the frame here, which is totally fine. Looked a little ghetto, and so we're probably gonna have to use bigger. I don't know. This might fit for the 1/4. I'll try this hose here. I'm not too concerned about the hoses because I mean, you're not supposed to be dropping your bike, and there won't be fuel in there all the time. So I'm not concerned about the hoses degrading or anything, you know, even if it's like a vacuum hose. So I think this is okay, and it's okay to touch stuff because, you know, it's a vacuum hose, but there will be fuel running through it when it falls down. So probably, I know, hopefully it doesn't catch on fire or anything, or if it cuts it and fuel starts spewing out of it and goes onto the exhaust and starts, yeah, you know, all sorts of bad things I'm thinking about can happen. It would be just a lot simpler just to dump it on the ground, you know. So now I'm beginning to understand why bikes don't have catch cans normally. But a lot of the newer bikes have those small canisters. Anyway, so yeah. I will try to make something out of this guy here. Basically, we're gonna bolt it onto the unit, and then bolt it onto the bolt here. And I think that should be okay. But I would think you'd probably want 2 bolts, I'm thinking. So anyway, we'll figure it out. If I was to put one here and put one here, I would probably have to add a longer bolt and then add a spacer, because these are crooked. I'm looking at it and they're crooked. This one is in farther than this one. So yeah, fabricating, you know. It's fun. Alright, here's what we got. Also, okay, the question light bulb popped up in my mind. Why didn't I just buy 2 of these? So like I said, the hose coming from the bike is like this size, so we would have to change the size of the hose, or we'd have to get like an adapter fitting, adapter barb, to make it a bigger hose. is my guess. Or we could just, I don't know, just stick it over there. I don't know. But I didn't think about that. Like, yeah, why not just make two of them like that? If any of you know, like, because what I'm guessing is, you want the feed side to be smaller, so you get some pressure to get that fuel out in there, and then you want the vent to be bigger, so like there's a lower pressure, and it'll you know, because this is actually acts as a, and not only is it an overflow tube, it acts as a vent for your carb. So if you don't have any ventilation in your carb, I think what happens is they call it like vapor lock or something. Your carb won't run anymore. So it needs to have a vent. You can't just cap that stuff off. Plus, it would just spew fuel into your engine and stuff. Yeah, why didn't I just buy two of these? Anyway, it would have driven the cost up too. So I'm trying to build something for really cheap. So after I get everything together, we'll go over the cost again. But that was the initial cost. It was like $20, and now it's about like $30. So I don't really want to spend any more than that. But this is just to see if we can make it, type of thing. So yeah. So anyway, I wound up buying one. I asked the lady to get me two, and then I decided, well, let's just try one. So yeah, well, we're gonna try this and this. If anybody knows, let me know if anybody knows in the description, would it be okay to use 2/4 inch fittings, and then just like, I guess just squeeze the hose over the fitting here, because I think my hoses might be big enough for it. The hose is this guy right here. Yeah, you might be able to fit that. That's actually a little bigger than the stock hose. The stock hose is like that. This one fit on the other end. It's just this one, yeah, the hose I got here right now is a little bit bigger than the stock hose, but it works. Look at the carb. It fits perfectly fine. So I probably should put some kind of clamp on it, or like a zip tie. But yeah, that should work for now, I guess. Trying to make it safe for other riders, right? All right. So I'll when I get this contraption together, it fits. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to mention. So these fittings weren't. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that they were. It was 1/4 and 3/16. It's not. He put the wrong stuff on the. He charged me for the wrong items, is what he did. But I mean, I'm sure it probably wouldn't have made a difference in the price that much. But this is actually 1/8 here, and this is a 3/16 right here. So it's actually smaller than 1/4. So actually, I don't think it would have worked then. In that case, I don't think it would have worked. This with the 3/16, this vacuum hose fits good. So yeah, I'm actually using smaller fittings. The proper size for the 1/4 inch NPT is obviously it's 1/4 inch barb, so you're changing the size of like a lot. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. The ingredients I have are actually smaller than I thought they were, because you actually measure the inner diameter, and it's like 1/8 of an inch right there. Also, so I'm kind of looking in here, and I see some kind of valve in there. I don't know if that's a good idea to have in there. We kind of just needed to just go into the bowl. Yeah, so I'm not sure how that works. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up. Well, like I said, it's we'll have to actually test it out. We may have to take this filter out. I'm not sure. You can kind of take everything out. So we'll actually have to test it out. I don't really even know what that valve does, and I can't really see what's on the other end. Okay, so I kind of see how this unit works here. So this little block. So you see there's a little wall in there, and then it kind of like, it's what it is it's kind of like a baffle or something. The air and the water hit it, poof, and then it forces the stuff down, and it kind of separates the air from the liquid. This is going to be catching a lot of liquid, but that's it. What its purpose is, it's to separate the air and the water. So there won't be any there probably shouldn't be too much air coming out of the, the carb. But yeah, so anyway, that's how it works. This is the input and that's the output. So it has something to slow it down and direct the airflow downward, and then it goes down into here. But hopefully it's fast enough to fill this up before it goes out this way. Yeah. So hopefully it catches some fuel. Okay, there's the Hades Omega Special right there. All right, so we got all the adapters hooked up. So this is a for the input, we got a 1/4 NPT elbow adapter. It has an in and an out, a male and a female, and then it goes, and then I put the fitting that was on there. This is a 1/4 barb, not a quarter. It's a 1/4 NPT to the 1/8 barb, and then this is the 90-degree 1/4 NPT to 1/4 barb. So there we go. That's how it's going to be. And let's go check it out. Be something like that, sort of, kind of. That's all said and done. Which is it looks okay, I guess. It sticks out a little bit, but so does the exhaust. See how far the exhaust sticks out? So I think that's okay. If we can get it to around where the exhaust is, I think that'll work. Because the exhaust never hits anything, supposedly. All right. So let's go. Let me go clamp it in there, and then we'll. Okay, so there it is. There's Hades Omega spec Catchcan fuel Catchcan version 2.0. So basically, I just changed the fittings, and so I kind of don't like the the clamp. The clamp thing is not working. It's not working very well. I don't know if it'll stay on there, you know, and it feels like this kind of rubber will like fall off when riding, and then the whole thing will just fall off. So we're gonna go ahead and build the bracket for it with this guy, and hopefully that will be better. And then we could probably still use the rubber. Like I said, I want to dampen it a little bit, you know, because I don't want it to be like on the frame, because it vibrates a whole lot. So I will make I will revise the bracket mounting system. I mean, this works, I guess, and I have to shorten the hoses. so it's coming from the carb through these little clamping system here, and then in here. And then it goes, the fuel goes in here, and the air goes out here. So, well, actually, it has to go in too. That's a good question. I didn't think about that. Oh, you know, I didn't think about that. The air has to be going both ways. I wonder if the air can go both ways on this. That's something we're going to have to find out. All right. Anyway, so. That's another thing I didn't think about. Like, yeah, I didn't think about it. It's not only does I mean, fuel comes out of it when you drop the bike, but also air goes into it. It helps equalize the pressure in the carb. Like, air has to go in. So one thing we can do is I'm just going to I'm gonna pull the hose off of this and just blow into it. That's what I'm gonna do. See if it goes out. Okay, it goes out that way. I probably should just take the whole thing out and do it. And then I'm going to blow on this one. It seems fine. It looks like air. It does look like air goes out both ways, so I thought there would be some kind of check valve in there, but there isn't. I will go actually stick my hand on the other side and see what's going on. See if there's air coming out. And if there's air coming out, then it should be fine. Hopefully there's not a really big restriction. You know, maybe it would have been better to just use 1/4 inch for both sides. But I think that's okay. Plus we had plenty of room. There's plenty of room. I just don't want it to be really close to the engine, and this is actually really close right here. I should probably move it out a little bit. other than that, it's good. I like it. All right. So, and then we just have to find a better, a less ghetto way to secure it to the bike. Even though it does look cool with the Kawasaki green rubber there. All right. Okay, I'll probably have to go do some mouthwash right now, but so I did blow on both ends, and I put my hand on the other side, so it air goes both ways, so it's okay. There's no check valve in there or anything, so it's good. I think it should work. So now we just have to find a better way to. I'm gonna cut those hoses, and then we're gonna try to make a better bracket. All right. Okay, so I've cut the hoses. I just decided to just go with those hoses that I had right there. They seem to work fine. This is actually a little too big for this fitting, so maybe I can just put that 3/16 fitting and probably be better. Yeah, it seems like this is way too small. It does seem like it seems like they stretched this hose out a whole lot, you know. I'm pretty sure this is the stock hose for the carb vent. And they stretched it out a whole lot to get it up over the port, but the other side is like really small, so it actually could be a little bigger. So I guess this is okay to use because it fits perfectly on the carb. There's no problem there. So I don't know, because this one, it comes out really easy. So we could probably put the 3/16 fitting in there also. So if I take it out again, but yeah. So and the quarter fits in there perfectly. Whatever hose this vacuum hose is, it fits in the quarter really good. I tugged on it, and I was like, man, I can't get it off. It's stuck in there now. So what these are, they're barb fittings, and they're kind of shaped like barbs. You know, like think of thinking what's shaped like a barb. I don't know, like an arrow, I guess, or it's like or like a harpoon or something. It's when it goes in, it doesn't want to come out. It's type of thing. It's like it's angled in such a way like that when it'll go in easily, but it won't go out easily. So that's what a barb fitting is. Anyway. So it's on there. I think this is okay the way it is right now. We could probably run it like that. So the issues with this is this clamp is ghetto. It may fall. It could fall. It could fall off, but I don't think so because you got kind of the fittings actually holding it up because there's no way it's going to go out. And this actually is really close to this. It was kind of a bitch to get that in there. And then the bolt here is touching the bowl. I don't like that. It may crack the bowl or whatever later. And then just to drain it, we just had to take this plug out, and then unscrew the valve a little bit. The fuel should just dribble out. Probably just get a little cup and just drain it in there. So I think that works. I wish, like I said, I wish the bowl was a little bigger. As it is right now, it would work, but we're going to go try to build a bracket to make it nicer looking. And then probably mount it here, or on these two bolts here. And then, yeah, so we'll try that. But then again, you know, that's what the engine is mounted to, and the engine vibrates a lot, so. I don't know about this engine. This engine probably doesn't vibrate a whole lot, but because it's really small. Alright, so that is a Hades Omega Spec fuel Catchcan, KLX Supermoto Catchcan 2.0 right there. I think it turned out pretty good. I feel that I want to try the other bracket out, so we'll try to make the bracket. Alright, here's my guy. So we'll just do a quick test. I'm not going to ride it or anything, or I'm not going to dump the bike on its side, but I want to see if that bike actually runs with this setup, and I'm pretty sure it will, but let's go for it. So I'm going to turn. I haven't run this bike in a while, so turn the fuel tap on. I hate where the fuel valve is on this thing. It's so hard to find. And then turn it on, and you may need to choke it, but let's see. Put it on run. Okay, so it seems like it runs fine. We would have to actually go ride it to find out and let it get hot and everything, but it seems like there's no problem with the carb vent. So I tried to plug the hole to see if it would stop, and it didn't really do anything. I'd imagine like maybe if you were riding at like speed and that the hose got plugged or something, the bike would probably just stall or something. So that's what my guess is, because you got to have like the proper pressure in the carb, you know. Yeah, I think it like creates a vacuum inside the carb and like the fuel won't come in. Anyway, oh, I think I need to open the garage. It's been a while since I've fired up the bike, but it seems like it's running okay. We'll have to actually try riding it, but like I said, let's make the bracket. We'll make the new bracket first. All right.